Guys, it's here. It's here. The Hunt 2 Mega Final. This is the final part of literally the final thing of the event. The top 10 competitors are going to compete for $1 million. We're waiting for the live stream to start. So we're just waiting. Just waiting casually. Also, it's a 4-hour live stream, but I'm definitely going to skip some of the stuff here because I don't want this video to be so long. I think the longest video I've ever done was like a 2 to 2.5 hour video, I think. So we're gonna wait here. I'm not sure what time we got left. Oh. I'm sure we got about a minute. We got about a minute left. We got about a minute left. Sorry, I'm just thinking about something that happened a little bit ago. Nothing too major. It wasn't anything major, like a major accident or whatever. It was a minor accident that I did. And oh shoot, like a minor accident that I did, but I won't go much further into it. It's better I'm gonna just keep it quiet, unless it starts spreading. Then yeah, but it's my personal life. My personal life, knows about it. Here we go. This is it. Rated T for teen. I have to burp. Woo! Here we go. Make up $1 million. If you guys are just joining in, hit the like button and subscribe. Hit it. You guys are just joining. You're still watching this. Like the video. Woo! Let's get it. Like, this is it. This is the finale. The final. See who will win the $1 million. 10 players remain. 10 players. These are the first 10 people to fully complete the event. What number was I? I was number 1000th.
Hello, and welcome to the Mega Hunt Final. I'm your host, Jay Party, head of our global developer community and longtime host of all
Jay Party, my boy.
Roblox. And joining me today are some awesome and very special guests. None other than the wonderful esports commentator and legend, Mimi Wormkratz, and video star, me and you. Or as I know him, just you.
I think he's a Blockverse YouTuber.
I got lost and found my way here, but thanks for letting me stay.
Yeah, we're happy you stumbled into the studio because you're going to make this awesome. Mimi, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I'm so excited to be here. We've gotten to see the contestants warming up and rehearsing for this one, and the stakes, I mean, they've just never been higher. $1 million on the line here, Jay Party.
That's right, you heard it here.
That's right, and I still can't believe that this is actually happening. Unreal.
Well, it is happening, folks, and we'll be meeting our contestants shortly. But first, let's introduce some special friends that will be helping us today. I'm thrilled to introduce the Hunt Mega Final Correspondence team. Coming to you live, it's going to be Dagichi Gamer and one of creators of RB Battles,
Sabrina Bright.
Let's go to him and see what's happening.
Sabrina Bright, whatever.
Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome. I don't know about you, Sabrina, but I am ready to go. Like really, I'm ready to go. Like, if any of you want me to substitute for you, I will gladly step in for a chance to win $1 million.
Same. Keep us posted if we need to step in, Jay Party. Otherwise, we'll be here following all the action.
Thank you both for your generous offer, although today I think the contestants are ready to compete themselves. And throughout this competition, we're going to be checking in with this team to get their take on all of the action. Well, is it about that time, Mimi?
I think we're getting close, but first, we should meet our 10 contestants playing today.
All right, let's see who they
And the competitors. The Death Eagle. 2016, okay. The Death Eagle. Anyone that joins in 2016, I'll draw for them. I joined in 2016.
And next up
Is that the Eagle?
we have Pokedragon.
Pokedragon?
100,000. Puzzles, thanks to their 10 years of experience.
All right.
Our third contestant, hailing from New York City, is Shafe. He's been
Shafe.
playing Roblox
Okay,
for 12
okay,
years
Shafe.
with a focus on
The
hobbies
the
and
Eagles.
performance
The Eagle.
on
We'll call him the
dance
Eagle.
games. Today, he'll be
Shafe.
representing
That's
Oregon.
2.
Coming up next, we've got Icicle.
Icicle,
Sporting
okay.
the yellow attire, he has been mastering puzzles on Roblox for 10 years.
Looking good. And then we have Anonymous Lime in Lime Green, an expert in Sims with over 15 years under their belt.
Following that, we have Roby 100. He's repping green today, and he's
Oh,
been on the
Roby.
platform
Oh, I know
for
him.
13 years. Another expert in hobbies.
All right, coming up in light blue, we have Dud, a 13-year Roblox veteran, especially when it comes to the find thes.
We have another Obby expert here.
All right, here we go.
Jay in blue and has been
Jay.
playing for
So we
9
have Jay,
years.
Our ninth
Shape,
contestant is none other
and
than
the Eagle.
Mad Max. Today he's rocking black, and he's yet another one of our experts in the obbies.
Ooh,
And in gray, we have
Max.
our final
What is his name?
contestant,
Mad Max.
Ed Terrell,
I might
after
root for him
16
honestly.
years
That's
of playing
4. I'm rooting for 4 people. I'm rooting for 4
RPGs, they know how to
people.
win, but this is no
Okay,
ordinary
just like 5 guys. There's just like 5 people. If I root for 4, okay.
All right, folks, this is an incredible.
Guys, I'm rooting for. Look, there's like I'm rooting for 4 people, and there's 6 of them. Look,
Millions of players have
there's 6 of them I'm not
today.
rooting
We
for,
have our
but
final
I wish the best of
live
luck
and
to them.
compete for this prize.
So
I
like,
cannot wait to get things
I'm
started.
rooting for 4 of
But
them.
before we do, let's bring
That's
out
like
very
a, like,
special guest. That's
a
right,
40
one and only
Wait.
David Builderman Bazooki.
Bazooka!
Oh, and you brought something special.
I brought something special. First, Jay Party, Mimi, and you. Thank you so much for hosting today.
It's the CEO of
Okay,
Roblox.
so we set out to build something really special for our community. The competition, the action has been intense. The hub has been played over 183 million times. And then today,
Okay, so not as successful as the
10
first hunt event.
amazing finalists live with us right now. Today, one of these finalists is going to be the grand prize winner. And Jay Party, what are they going to bring home?
That's right, $1 million.
Absolutely right. Finalists, good luck to all of you. Let the games begin.
Oh,
All right, folks, you've
enthusiast.
heard it here. And now
Oh,
let's
what did
turn
I
it
say?
back to Mimi to find out how some of the rules
I literally
are
have a
gonna go for today.
40% chance of
Thanks so
me
much,
guessing the
Jay Party
winner.
and David. It's going to go a little something like this today. We have a 3-round tournament consisting first of a
Alright, win
qualifying
twice.
round.
Okay,
Following
and win
that
twice
is the round
and
of
lose
4.
twice.
Of course, all leading up to our
Oh, round
$1
4, okay.
million round. There will be
Ooh,
8
Dress to
games in
Impress,
total played
Super
today.
League
Challenge
Soccer,
World. So this
Blade
is a
Ball,
tournament
Slap
of
Battles,
being the
Doors,
best at any one
Driving
game.
Empire,
It's about
Rivals,
the best right
oh,
now.
Tower
First up
Heck.
is the qualifying round. And Jay Party, why don't you tell us a little more about that?
Gladly, Mimi. We're gonna have 10 contestants.
Okay,
that
the
have a
qualifying
chance to
round.
compete in 5 games.
Dress to Impress, oh my god.
Super League
You
Soccer,
gotta realize, it's gonna be a bunch of like
Blade Ball,
20-year-olds,
Slap
maybe
Battles,
30-year-olds
and
playing Dress to
Doors.
Impress, like
Out of these 10
competing in Dress to
contestants,
Impress.
only 4 will move on.
Look, I'm almost 20 years
Round,
old, okay,
the
so
elimination rounds. All right. Any questions?
yeah.
Just one. How do you win at each game?
And you, the money question. Each game's a little different, so we'll explain the rules right before each one starts. One last thing to mention. At times throughout the competition, you may notice 2 Roblox admins, Holiday Beats and All the Swords. They are in place to operate, record, and make sure everything runs smoothly and fairly. That's right, all rules will need to be followed. All right. Now that we've got
Yep.
that out of the way,
Look, this is the final. You cannot cheat. If you cheat, your career's over. Your
Let's do it.
career is
Our
done
first
for.
game up
You can't
is
come
a
back.
fashion phenomenon. It's none other than Dress to Impress.
All right, so I might skip to like whatever, like the last match maybe.
There are 2 matches.
Okay, 2 matches. So I'll skip to like the second match.
Stylish look before
Great.
time
Okay.
runs
Good
out.
live store.
Judges will
Okay.
vote, and if there's a tie, they will also vote on who earns a higher placement. Everyone will collect points and advance to the next game. Here's the scoring for each match.
Yeah. So I'll skip the second round, but I'll wait till
all right,
everything.
folks,
So.
we also have a surprise. 3 of them, actually. Joining us as guest judges for Dress to Impress are none other than Twitch streamer Joe Bartolozzi, VTuber and variety streamer Iron Mouse, as well as music and reaction variety
Oh,
streamer.
Iron Mouse! Iron
Dante.
Mouse!
Welcome to the show, our 3 guest judges.
Iron Mouse.
All right. Hello. Hey, we are live. I'm Dante. Welcome to the show, our 3 guest judges. Very exciting stuff. How are you guys feeling?
Amazing. Can't wait. Awesome. Very
Excellent.
excited. I was watching the intro.
Yeah.
This seems like a very
Wait,
competitive event.
that's Dante. Dante. Oh, I know Dante. Oh, wait.
Competitions.
I'm ready.
Absolutely.
Flip those, please. Flip those. Flip those. They're messed up. It's in the wrong one.
Anything you guys are looking for in particular? Are you big on focusing on the themes? Is it just going to be going off the vibe? What are you looking
Man,
for in the judging?
Dante. I never expect Dante
It
to
has to come displayed.
be an official Roblox like event.
Mhm.
But Iron Mouse though, like a VTuber.
Them to fit around the category that I'm judging.
Okay.
They have to not only look good, but also fit the style that they're trying to portray. That's mainly what I'm looking at.
What about for you, Dante? Anything you're looking at here?
Yes. The poses. The poses are very, very important to me, and if they're not hitting it, yeah, those scars are gonna be super low.
All right, folks. Well, our 10 contestants are set, and they are underway to serve some fierce looks. So we are jumping in the game to check out this action now, as folks are just getting their baseline outfits solved.
Let's talk about some of the differences that we're going to be playing with today versus the game that you all are familiar with at home. It's a little abridged. Only.
Oh wait, we're starting. Okay, we're starting. So I'm gonna skip a little bit here, guys. So hold up to the second round. So like right here.
Definitely help you.
So I'm gonna skip like right. Let's see.
Round two.
Wait, round two. Here we go. Let's get to round two here, because I don't want this video to be so long. Okay, I don't.
They're working on today.
Yeah, it's interesting to see they're not all at the same.
All right, the theme is ice
spreading out here. And again,
ice fairies. Oh my gosh.
Wide dresses, specific on the makeup. This is an interesting start here from Jay.
I think you can't get too bogged down in the details. You want to start like as macro as possible. Like when I was playing this game, I always thought like, what's like the piece that is making me think the theme immediately, and then kind of tie everything else in around that.
Elf ears. Definitely elf ears.
Elf ears.
Elf ears.
I can't believe it. The theme is ice fairies. Oh my gosh. They gotta do ice fairies. Dude, you know what? Right here, if I was in this competition, right here, I'll be cooked. I'll be done for. Like, I'd be done for, honestly. I'd be done for, honestly.
And it looks like blue is the recurring color here.
Okay, you can tell from Roblox, you can definitely tell they were totally expecting at least a couple of girls in the finale, but no, it's just all boys. Sorry, girls, you gotta do a little better.
That's a gown, right? Nice and flowy.
I'm a gown expert. That's definitely a gown.
As a gownologist yourself, and you?
Yes. I'm interested to see.
All right, where's my not cheerleaders? No, I meant my competition, my people I'm rooting for.
It's looking different.
I like the idea of like
The four people I'm rooting for.
That's creative.
Yeah, that is fun. Again, looking for those little subtle differences when you have something so direct as ice fairies.
Yo, I should probably like 4 things I should do.
We see a lot of our contestants picking out very specific colors based on the hex code itself, and maybe not your typical.
Where are they at? I don't see it at all. My competitors.
Incredible. How do they have that memorized? Is there a cheat sheet?
No, I think they actually have internalized a lot of the hex code for the colors.
That is wild.
Oh, the Death Eagle. I'm rooting for him.
There's a crazy amount of experience between the players.
That's right. These are Roblox power users. I added up all of their hours of our 10 finalists here, and they have a combined over 76,000 in-game hours of Roblox time. So there are some experts here, and you're going to see that throughout the
game. Jay. I'm rooting for Jay.
Only one member on that stage with less than 10 years of experience in Roblox. Really a testament to the skill, to the dedication that it takes to have made it all the way here to the final.
The passion. The passion's definitely there.
Yeah, 9 years ago, the noob, where they've come. Could they have ever imagined they'd be here competing for $1 million, dressing as ice fairies? Not what you expect. But, again, looking good here. And we only have, what, 1 minute 20 left, less than that in this final round of DTI, where we will get some more scores going forward. As a reminder, again, there will be another game before progression, but a wonderful start.
Yeah, I want to take a look at Roby 100. When we got the questionnaire from the players, he said not only does he love playing Roblox, but he loves trying to make his own games and get creative. But it's kind of the beauty of Roblox, right? Being able to experience all of these different games while also having the opportunity to develop your own experiences as well. And I think you see some of that creativity coming out here.
Yeah, you know, Roby, very fun one. Again, you mentioned he is a developer. He's been developing a long time, and he once created a game called The Easiest Game on Roblox, one of his hit games. And actually, today he's competing in now the
Mix Max,
game in Roblox. So
Mad Max, I'm rooting for him as well.
Side of the hardest competitions around.
Yeah, I played Roby's Easiest Game on Roblox.
Really?
And I was not able to beat it.
Is the game ironic?
I think I'm just terrible.
All right, you've heard
Maybe a
it
bit of column A, column B?
Yeah.
So why we brought you on, and you for your expert skill set at being terrible at Roblox. It itself is a skill. Yes.
Just look from Mad Max here. Little different. Most people are going for like a really colorful blue look, like we're seeing from Anon Lime.
Yeah, I like these wings though. Real alive. It adds a lot of flair. People are going for the more subtle fairy wings, but hey, just get out there with the real eagle, the eagle wings.
I don't know if this is possible.
Oh, it's over. Okay, it's over. Okay.
Accessories, because that could be a good touch.
Let's see.
Well, if they don't have them now, they're out of time. Because we're walking the runway. Here's Roby 100.
Oh, yes.
Our first look. I like the way he's kind of integrated that fur. It almost looks like a cloud to me.
Yeah. It feels fashionable, and that's the thing. This isn't a costume contest. There is a fashion element here. How do you mix these kind of creative, broad themes with a fashion approach here? And it looks great, and we'll see if the judges like it. Coming up next, we've got Mad Max here. Oh, he
Mad
got a
Max,
lovely
let's go.
upfront For this one,
Oh, I
harp.
like the lute.
Yeah.
Or harp?
Harp, lute, hey,
Some kind of instrument.
something. You got it. Strings that you flick and make lovely sounds. All right, hitting those high heels, rocking that skirt. It's
Nice
a good
brown.
look. More blue. We're seeing the blue.
Yeah.
Come through again here.
Definitely going to be a motif for, I think, all our contestants here. Next one down the runway. This is
Hmm,
Anonymous
okay.
Lime. I think the most bold look we've seen. A very deep blue compared to a lot of people going for the more subtle looks.
Yeah. I like it. This feels strong. It's making a statement. This is an ice fairy, maybe even queen of the fairies. We'll see. Andy, what do you think? You like those
I
wings?
like
or
the
you like
hair.
the
It kind of
traditional?
reminds me of candy cane.
Oh, yeah.
Getting hungry now.
Getting hungry already. Well, we've got a long show ahead, and you.
Dada Dude coming down as well. Another very bright, kind of neon.
Who was it? It was the
look.
ma-
I like
the
these
ma-
wings. A little
Master
different than some
Eagle.
of the other ones we've seen.
Yeah, he captured a strong
Jay.
blue, doing it to.
Max
feel
Max. Was it the
awash
dude?
With the color blue here.
Who was it? I'll figure out
As a
soon.
writer,
We got
he's
Mad
the winner of
Max.
the first round, so it's important for him to really
There's
keep
3
that
more.
lead here. It really secures a good spot going into the next games.
Another similar look here. This one going for a bit of a lighter blue from Icicle.
There's no.
Mm-hmm.
I like how cohesive it is. I think the
I like the
hair,
hair.
the makeup, it all matches really nice.
Yeah, he did a good job matching that color. And I think cohesion is important here. You really want to send a message. Whether the judges love it or not is up to be interpreted, but at least you send a strong, cohesive thought.
There's a wand.
Shape. I think it's the one. Shape. Shape is one of them.
Yeah.
Effects. Now we're
This
talking
one. I like this one.
Shape here.
Great choice.
Finding the good items. Look at that. And mastering the pose. He had a lot of starred poses here. He had a plan. He knew the good ones, and he marked them. And that's important. All right, a couple more contestants here to come down the runway. Who we got left?
Who's coming up? Looks like this is one of the looks you were talking about. Those antlers combined with the bow.
Who's this?
This one looks super good.
I like it. A little bit of a forest ice nymph here. Or ice fairy. Who are they? Fairies.
Hair so high we can't even see the name.
That's true. A good cover-up. Keep it mysterious.
Definitely a nice look though.
Oh, he keep the hair up mysterious.
Judges be objective.
Can they? Okay, already coming out fierce.
Oh,
Oh, I like the idea on the mask there. I think that the players who went for the slightly more unique spins are the ones that are going to stick out in the judge's memory.
Yeah, what is on here? It's some sort of large arm. It looks like almost oven mitts here, but I'm assuming it's something
I
more
think that's the
fashionable.
fur.
Oh, that is the fur.
What
That
you
is
see
our
kind
little
of right
boa.
those are
Oh.
definitely oven
I
mitts.
was confused. What's happening here? I thought that might have been what's happening in fashion.
Antarel, one of the few players to not go with any kind of ears or antlers, instead just these kind of cold weather earmuffs.
Earmuffs, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Ice fairy, they gotta be a little cold, right? Gotta
Fair
keep
play.
warm.
I like it. Again, trying to stand out. In a crowded theme here, you want to be having that unique look.
And this one
The
is
Death
looking
Eagle, let's
pretty
go.
Nice. This is from the Death Eagle.
This is my favorite one.
Got
I
those
love
wings
the ice
flapping.
The
Does
ice
he
cream.
have 2 wings layered on?
I think that is a wing layering, and he's got a nice animation that kind of makes them flutter out. It's actually
yeah.
a great look, and I think the ice cream is a good touch here. Our first break from the blue color scheme.
Yeah, it's kind of I like that, a little tongue in cheek, not taking himself too seriously in this mode at least.
Yeah, I think you got it. It's an intense day. Start out with a smile and a little bit of ice cream.
A few of these players knew each other from the online Roblox community, maybe from even trying to qualify into this event, but for a lot of them, their first time meeting or first time playing in person was here at this event. But we've interacted with them, and it seems like a lot of them have gotten pretty comfortable with each other, have been having some fun. It's definitely high stakes, but still a cool opportunity to meet a bunch of different other experienced Roblox players from all around.
Absolutely. It's been an incredible journey for them, I know, in the last 24 hours, all arriving from around the U.S. and around the world, actually. They've got to know each other pretty well here with some of the warm-up games, some of the practices, and it's wonderful to see that kind of camaraderie and teamwork from these folks. We know there's a lot on the line. Competing for $1 million is a lot of high stakes, but keeping that kind of general positive spirit and a good sense of camaraderie is important for the folks.
Yeah, so we have our judges tallying up the points right now, and again, this is going to be combined scoring from both Dress to Impress and our second game, Super League Soccer, which is coming up after this. But I knew every one of these matters because it is cumulative. All of your points from this qualifying round count.
How about this? If one of my competitor, my 4 competitors lose or get eliminated, I will sing a song. Okay? But be really quick, okay?
Because the scores, like Mimi said, are cumulative. So going into soccer, though, it's going to be a much different skill set that they're going to be showing off. Some teamwork, as Jay Party suggested. They got some time to spend with each other. So it'd be nice to see their teamwork.
All right. Scores are flowing in. As a reminder, in our first game, we saw Do taking first place, followed by Jay and Icicle. We'll see if that holds again for this one, but I don't know. I'm expecting some upsets this time around. We'll see. A lot of those looks were similar. We saw the Blues stand out, so we'll see what the judges think again. I know DTI is not the experts of a lot of these players, but hey, a win's a win, and you got to come to win.
That's the thing that's brutal, right? It's like it's a category that you're having to sight read, figure out within 4 minutes, put a look together that's cohesive. But let's take a little peek at what our scores are. This is going to be the cumulative points from both rounds now, and it looks like our player coming out in front is the Death Eagle, a Midland placement in the first round, but a
Ho
strong
Dragon
30 points in the
1000.
second, puts it
Wow.
in the lead early on.
Wow.
Absolutely. And now total points. Coming in second, we had Mad Max, which is going to hopefully raise them a bit in the standings, but unfortunately still down here as Jay takes another strong spot and bounces up from...
All right, the Death Eagle, the Death Eagle and Jay. Okay. Mad Max. Okay. Ooh, shave. Come on, man. You gotta do better than that. Gotta do better. Come on.
It will be anyone's game here.
So
going in to our next game. Here's some of the players. That is the Death Eagle there already. Out in first, feeling good in the first round, although it is not over yet. Because guess what? I think it's time to see some more of our next game here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even just going from the first round of Dressing Room Press, you see how their rankings change so drastically after the second round. So it's good to be confident, but definitely stay on.
All right, folks, the judges have put in their verdicts. Let's hear more from the judges themselves. See if we can get them here on the stream and find out what stood out on today's runways. Judges, how y'all doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, we are just getting underway here. All right, we saw some styles, hopefully some of them even fierce. Love to hear from y'all. What stood out on today's runway? What did you love seeing? Maybe we'll start with Edo here. Work our way down the judges. Okay.
For the second round, I loved the person that won for the Ice Fairy round. I think it was all very well put together. The accessories were great. The ice cream was great. Obviously, ice cream, Ice Fairy matched perfectly. I was really looking at themes. I took poses into account, not as much as Dante obviously talked about doing, but I don't know. I was surprised at how good some of these outfits were.
Yeah, here we go again, seeing the recap of the Ice Fairies round for all of our contestants here. Some of those exciting outfits, as you mentioned. I think the one you're talking about might have been the last one here to come up. That was our winner.
Yeah, that was the Death Eagle with that double wing, the ice cream look. Iron Mouse, I wanted to ask you as well. When we were talking the other day, you were saying you were going to put a lot of emphasis on how well the players were fitting into the themes. How well do you think they did overall? Did they impress you in how on brand they were with these?
I have to say, I think the second round was much better than the first. I feel like they struggled a little bit in the first round, but I think the first round was kind of like a warm-up. So the second round was amazing, and I was very impressed with all the different looks. They looked so good.
All right, Dante, how about you? How you feeling today? What impressed you? What stood out?
What stood out to me was some people were going too blue. It wasn't giving ice. It wasn't giving cold.
It was giving mermaid.
Yeah, mermaid, more
Water,
ocean-like.
mermaid. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, knocked off some stars for that. But the white, the snow, the crowns, the antlers.
Yeah.
Antlers were good.
Giving very much ice, princess.
We love that too. All right, folks, we're going to move on to our next segment as the players are antsy and you're ready to jump into Super League Soccer. But a huge thank you to all of the judges. That was a lot of fun. Joe, Iron Mouse, and Dante, thank you again for joining us as guest judges on the Hunt Mega Final.
Loved your outfits, by the way.
Yeah, y'all looking like you slay yourself.
Fresh.
So,
Super fresh.
Good stuff. All right, coming out of that first game, what do you think so far, Mimi?
I was honestly impressed. I think the players did super well at DTI, but we've got something more coming up. Super League Soccer, it's a team game. It's going to be super different than what we saw in Dress to Impress.
All right, folks, the players are ready, and while the Death Eagle may be on top for now, it is still anyone's competition.
So no one's eliminated,
Let's check out the rules
right?
for Super League Soccer.
Game 2, Super League Soccer. There are 3 matches total.
Okay, I'm just gonna skip to the final
Five
match.
versus 5 in randomized teams. The team with the most goals wins the match.
Most
the
goals.
contestant with the highest cumulative score will advance to the round of 4. Here's the scoring for each match.
Okay.
All right. Folks, I think
Let's
our
do it.
players are
Let's
back
do it,
there,
baby.
ready to go. And you, how you feeling about this one?
Very excited. Sports is probably something I'm a little more into. Watching, not playing, but yeah.
Have you played many of the sports games on Roblox?
I played pretty much all of them. Like I said, just video games. In person, not so great. So I think.
Yeah, let's skip to the final round, guys.
Well, here we go. Our second game of the day. It's Super League Soccer. The players randomly assigned.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna skip to, let's see, right. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, no. Right around here, okay. This is the final match here.
Yeah, just to go back on a couple minutes ago, I asked the chats what their favorite game is, and it looks like the most popular answer is Doors. So all three of us are wrong.
Doors is fun.
Yeah,
All
Doors
of
is
us.
great. So stay tuned, everybody. Doors is coming up really soon.
Yeah, Doors will be the deciding match in this one. But for now, the deciding match of this first session is underway. As guess what? They're on the pitch. The players are ready. Let's get this kickoff here. Again, the final round of Super League Soccer. The first winner will be chosen here. And boy, you get a long break if you win this first cluster.
All right, here goes. Super League Soccer. I never played this game before, so I'm assuming it's like soccer. And they're randomly teamed up. Okay. I have played Super Striker League. I play that. All right. This is preparation for the World Cup in like, how long we got into the World Cup?
Can I just make a prediction here?
Like a year and a half, like next year. Ooh, a goal.
I mean, he's not going to let you talk, and you got another goal.
So wait, so is there I was paying, so,
He wants to qualify.
Hey, my answer has not changed. Definitely.
so that means like, okay.
And Roby on the same team too.
All right, you got the Eagle. Okay, let's see. Okay, so they have 5 minutes to get to. Okay, they have 5 minutes. Okay, 4.5 minutes now.
Such a great job here, and look at this. The team gets the breakaway again.
Can we see the teams? Like the teams are like orange. Is that it? Orange? Is that it? Oh, they're green and red. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. Right? Right? It's green and red. Right? I'm assuming so. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay.
That pass was a little dangerous.
That was a dangerous. The old crossover on your own goal.
All right, Mad Max.
Pass back to Death Eagle. Oh, we can't get it. Goes a little bit wide. No.
The Death Eagle. Okay. Death Eagle, come on. Oh, wait, who's that? Who's the goalie? Who's the goalie? Oh, Shave. Oh, there were several teams. Dang it. I was gonna. Okay. So that means the person that's gonna lose is probably Shave, honestly.
Wow, great teamwork there by the away team. A lot of amazing passes.
That's a scary spot. When you see the cluster just gathering on the net, it's hard to tell what's really going to happen there. And there's a good chance for the offense to get a score.
Looking at this match, on your home team, you have the Death Eagle with 66 points. On the other side, Dudadud has 60 points on the away team. If home or away wins, their respective top-scoring player will be the first one qualifying. So especially for those two, this is where their performance counts.
Everyone must be really hungry for this win.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of commotion from the players in the back. Passions are high here.
Oh, goal. Okay.
Results in a quick goal there.
That's 2 goals in a row for Dudadud.
The world's greatest striker.
The away team showing they came to play in this round here. Dudadud gets the 2 goals for his team so far. Off to a really strong start, but again, with 3 minutes remaining, we've seen major comebacks.
Dudadud is truly doing this for himself. Trying to get himself in.
Yeah, and his own breakaway. We'll see if we see that backboard shot. No, ooh, I like it. Baits in the defender a bit, but it's not enough. Jay gets the steal, and it's out.
Here's a chance at offense. This game has been all about our top scorers, but maybe a new member stepping up. Antarel needs to score some more points in this group stage, and with the help of Icy, here's his chance. Open goal. It's in.
No, it is not. But the chaos continues here. A dangerous spot, and they're going to get it out. I think that's the right move here. Just get some time to breathe. Death Eagle is a one-man army here on offense.
Antarel again takes possession, passes to Icy. That duo back at it again. Can they land it? No. Line. Good on the defense.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an important goal to save there. You really want to keep your hopes alive here. 2 goals is nothing to catch up to. That third goal gets a little dangerous.
We proved it in our first game. It was an 0-2 comeback to make it to overtime there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Great save by Anonymous Line.
You're not going to get the charge down on the goalie there, hopefully.
Oof. Oh, another save.
Death Eagle cannot catch a break.
If you guys want to watch like the first matches or 2 matches, go watch it for yourself. I'm gonna watch the finale here. The finale is like
Roby went from
The
an
big one.
amazing striker to a great defender, really holding it down for the away team.
Yeah, and they need some of the best players there trying to play defense on the Death Eagle, who shows that he is unrelenting on offense.
And Terrell's done well. A couple key steals for him, but he's yet to actually get a goal off of it. Another steal, but it's back into the possession of the home team. And again, they steal it out of the clutches of the Poke Dragon.
Oh, and here's the
Great
breakaway.
movement.
Can he do it? His best shot at it yet.
Oh,
And
he
it's
did
easy
it.
peasy. Death Eagle keeping their hopes alive here. He is unrelenting on offense.
He wants to keep that first spot in the competition so bad.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is important. It would be nice for him to get out early, get a little rest, stretch the fingers out, take a sip of water, and watch the rest of your competitors compete. Really see who the competition is in the finals.
He stole
And
it.
it's just
He stole
serendipitous
it.
that again, it's Death Eagle and Dudadud on the kickoff together. Those two trying to make that qualification happen here. Dudadud back on the offense. No one defending but that goalie.
Not
However,
sure what that was.
home team's going to be a little ahead of it, and they'll pass back to the goalie safely.
Yeah, easy exit, and that play. Oh no, the goalie gets a missed kick.
Wow.
Oh.
Bit of a fumble there. Lime had his chance, tried to send it back up the middle, but a great position played in from Icy.
That was an actual mistake there from the goalie. Played it too short, and on a missed pass, it just comes right back to his team.
Same two players up at the
Oh,
kickoff.
okay.
Yeah. And
Okay,
again,
Dragon, this
still
time.
down by 2 with a minute remaining. This is not over yet here. They're going to need to step up that offense as we see the Death Eagle again trying to get in position. Oh, but Dudda plays it well. Slight delay allows him to break away with the ball.
Dudadud is still on the offense, even though they're up by 2. Oh no, looks like he's killing time.
Yeah,
He's
he
doing
is.
well at it. Down to 40 seconds. Tried to pass it out, but stolen by 3J.
They're not gonna make it. Let's see.
40 seconds
Oh,
to try and
oh,
lock
yeah,
this
they're
up.
not gonna make it. There's no way. They're not gonna make it. There's no way.
Lockdown defense by the,
Okay, oh, he's
by
a.
the away team.
Yeah, that was a
Okay,
big steal.
okay,
Very
pass it.
important stuff here.
There you go. Oh, there you go. That was a good pass.
All right, back down
All right,
to
Mama,
the shot
Mama,
for
pass
offense.
it. Yeah, pass it. Pass it. Pass it. Pass it. Pass it. Pass it.
He can't
Pass
miss
it.
again.
Pass it.
It is
Oh, but oh, he stole it. Oh, he stole
And
it.
Terrell with how many
Oh, it's
steals?
over. It's over.
Really
It's over.
came through in the clutch here.
Yeah, it's over. There's no way.
3-on-1 and managed to steal.
Yeah, they're giving up. They're giving up. It's over. Y'all can try, but it's over. It's over. It's
This is
over.
his opportunity if they can win.
Go for the last
these
one.
last
Go
few
for the last
seconds
one.
and
Last
bottle
one.
this game up, and that's time.
They're just standing still now. It's
3-1, the away team. They take things home.
There we
And
go. The
that's
winner.
Dudadud,
So see.
Our third place player heading into
Oh
this
wow,
tournament,
Shave.
60 points,
Shave
played
won.
20
Okay.
more,
So-
and that should be enough to put him
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. We're going to let our judges tally some of those points in the interim. We're going to talk through some of the incredible things we just saw there as we bring to a close Super League Soccer, our only team event in the day here, working together to start. Because
Okay, so this is the only team event. The other ones are.
They absolutely are. Really
Other ones are
impressive
just
stuff
free for all.
across the board from our players. I think my biggest takeaway players were honestly just the two stars, Dudadud and the Death Eagle, were both looking excellent on the offense this game. But you can't forget Shafe and Lime, honestly, in that last round as well, holding things down at the goalkeeper.
And Terrell did great, played amazing defense there. But if I was Dudadud right now, I'd probably feel like the main character. That is just, I must feel on top of the world if I was him.
It's the game that mattered for him. He was just in that tight race to make it into the top 4. And that win there, of course, we have to officially tally it still, but that should be enough to push him across the line. And let's take a look at those scores and get official confirmation. And there it is. Dudadud takes
All right,
off
let's see.
40 points there. From
Oh, let's
that
see.
one, but
Oh,
it's cumulative
oh my
with those
gosh!
first
Everyone's a
points from
tie.
TTI as
Almost
well,
everyone.
where he had an additional 46 points.
Yeah, worth noting, Shafe, the only undefeated player in Super League.
Shave.
today, holding it down
Let's go,
with
man.
60
My man,
points.
Shave.
You know, it's interesting.
One
We
of
can
my
see
youth I'm
much
rooting
different
for.
offense. He was a really strong defensive player and even a strong goalie.
Yeah, he had a pretty tough DTI as well. Only picked up 16 points in that round, but bounced back here in Super League.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a big opportunity for the comeback, which means a lot of our scores have shifted dramatically. After this, we will do the full calculation and show you where we stand. And again, we will crown the first progression in our tournament. And that player is going to go take a nice break in the back room, put their feet up, sip some water, and watch the competition from there until we get to the top 4.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, really cool stuff there. The competition, though, only going to continue to heat up. We have a lot more games in this qualification round, but while we wait again for that final tally, let's go ahead and check in with our correspondence team.
Hello, thank you so much, Mimi. Geach, I have 2 questions for you. Number 1, do you call it soccer or football?
Honestly, Sabrina, it depends on whether or not I'm wearing socks. You see, if I have socks on my feet, I'm going to call it soccer because that just makes sense. But, you know, if I'm barefoot, You know, it's got to be football. It just makes sense. I mean, why I'm playing the game with no shoes on? You know, we're not going to get into that. Maybe it was a wild night.
We're not going to tell her. We're not going to tell her.
No.
Okay, I have another question. Number 2, who do you think was the MVP today?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, it was different for me each round. So like the first round, I was really watching Icy. Icy's goalie work was insane. Like just he was really going for it. Second round. First round, it was Death Eagle. Just straight out of the gate, just the juking and just ripping the ball and taking the shots. Like I was really impressed by Death Eagle all the way through. And then at the end though, Daddy Dead came through and really just showed I'm not here to play with y'all. This is a game, but I'm not playing with y'all today. I'm coming to win this $1 million.
I think Shafe also is putting on a very good game today.
Shafe definitely did a great job. Shafe's defense, except we gotta talk about the Roby shot. We gotta talk about the Roby shot.
Somebody's gotta clip that.
Listen, both of you are going to be forever immortalized in Roblox history. You know, not necessarily for the best reasons, maybe, you know, but Shafe, you know, great job regardless. Like, I probably it would have gone the same way, real life or in Roblox for me.
I agree. All right, let's take it back to you. Thank you so much for answering those questions.
All right, folks, we are back again. Exciting stuff here as we draw to a close. The first 2 games, you saw it here, Dress to Impress, Super League Soccer, done and dusted. Now we're coming into our officially first contestant into our next round. Mimi, you want to let the folks know who it is?
Let's do it. After our first 2 games played, we have our first player advancing to the top 4.
All right, here we
It's
go.
none other than Duddy Dud. Congratulations to him. He'll have a chance to step back, take a bit of a break before coming back for the top 4. He's already one step closer to that $1 million.
All right, incredible stuff. Dud really showed up with some fantastic scores in both of our first games. Let's see if we've got the leaderboard. We can pull it up and see the total scores of the day. Always fun to see where our players stand. Dud advancing, and I'll let you know his score was 80. So 4 points ahead of Shafe. And then a little bit of a stretch from the Death Eagle. But you see,
All right, Shafe, the Death Eagle, and Shafe, Jay, and the Death Eagle are advancing. Where's? Who's the ring for? There's. Oh, Mad Max. Ooh, Mad Max.
As we take a look back into the replays from Super League Soccer, we can think about some of the best players from it. Because Shafe, really, that guy, he went from 16 points in Dress to Impress to then rally back and win every single match of Super League Soccer. He was the only through line across our 3 victorious teams.
And here are Dud's goals for these last 3 matches. Incredible.
Yeah, showing it. He started the competition off in SLS making those goals, and he ended it making goals.
And I mean,
Death Eagle.
with games so close, 2 of them going into overtime, you got to feel a little bad for the Death Eagle because he was performing so well, but only managed to actually get the win in one of these. It goes to show that no matter how good you are, it always comes down to just your team and how good they are. Let's take a look at Dud's reaction. This is him feeling things out and getting that win there, and you see how excited he is when he found out he was progressing to the top 4.
Oh, man, that is awesome, folks. Well, there are still 3 spots left, folks, and I think we're getting ready to see it. And you want to tell us what game's coming up next?
Yeah, that's right. So with 3 spots left, no one's going to go down without a fight, though, definitely. I hope you're all ready for an absolute battle now because Blade Ball is up next.
Ooh, Blade Ball. Okay, let's see
Game 3, Blade Ball. There are 5 free-for-all matches.
Okay, 5 matches.
The goal is to deflect the ball and hit your opponents. Last one standing wins. The contestant with the highest cumulative score will advance to the round of 4. Here's the scoring for each match.
So once again, so who's eliminated? Who's eliminated?
All right. We are getting ready for Blade Ball, and this is one of the hype games of the day, I will say. And you said it was a favorite of his, but I'll say it's one of my favorites as well.
Yeah, so what should we be looking out for here today? Is there any strategies, anything like that we should get excited about as we are about to hop into our first match here? And you
Fast reaction time. Who can click their mouse the fastest?
That's all it comes down to. And who can click it at the right time? Because you misclick there, you mess up, you don't have the block.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that part.
Yeah, and here we are. We're into our first match of Blade Ball with Dudda gone.
Okay.
Let
me see the final match here. We'll be back soon. So there's that. Assuming where to go.
DTI and SLS for
Here we go.
Roby and 66 for Antarell. So not only would Roby have to do better than Antarell in this round, but significantly so to be able to pull ahead there. So he basically has to win and get Antarell out early if he wants to overtake here.
And another name that's not mentioned enough here is actually a chat favorite, which is Death Eagle. Everybody wants to see him come back, and let's see if he could pull off a win in the final game here.
Yeah, I think we've seen a couple emotional reactions from him losing out to these early rounds, and he's definitely going to have to step up here. Only taking home 22 points across the first 4 rounds. We want to see some more from him in this final one.
But a reminder, it's never over for all of our players. You need to keep on fighting because this is a progression system with points that count across.
All right,
each
Blade Ball.
game.
Here we go. This
So
is final match.
Try your hardest in each and every round here. It is important to secure as high of a spot as possible in each round. But here we are.
Okay, so the R allowed to use abilities. The R allowed to use abilities. Oh, I'll be dead here.
I know.
Abilities? Like the abilities always get me. Oh!
I could watch Blade Ball, I think, all day.
Quick reaction! Quick reaction! Quick reaction!
It is really fun to watch the pace
Oh, he
at which it
oh
plays.
no!
It's kind of unlike anything
Prepare!
else that we've been playing in the tournament today.
Absolutely, and a nice, quiet, distraction-free map here to just show this is a game of skill. As again, there's a boom, and I believe the first player goes down here. Exciting stuff, but Shafe will not be remaining in this round of the competition.
Yeah, the brand new
Shafe.
classic B2, I believe, the map, a fan favorite here.
That's really tough for Shafe. He was one of those players just on the edge, cumulatively 101 points for Shafe. He could have, if Antarell and Roby had been eliminated early, maybe looked to overtake, but unfortunately today's not his day, at least in this one game. There's still more for him to
Alright,
play.
CJ, come on, Jay.
That opportunity to qualify
Death
through
Eagle.
to the top 4. Not really looking
Nice.
possible.
All right, Death Eagle takes down Icicle quickly there with a click and a sweep, and that is down for the count.
That play just before that, too, with Jay freezing that Rapture was amazing.
Yeah, it's one of the best direct counters, I think, when we're talking about the abilities in this game.
Absolutely. Great reaction time there.
All right, well, Antarell's still in it, and that is the play to be watching in this round. They can take him out early. There is a chance here. It is an important moment for him. We'll see where this freeze is going. I'm not sure they saw the trajectory.
Max?
Oh, going with the counter freeze. Absolutely.
Oh,
and that is
Wow.
There you go, Mad Max.
Chance now for
Huge
Roby
play.
to
The
come
king
back
has
here.
fallen.
It's true.
Let me get
Now,
the price of
suddenly, this
Boba,
is a
maybe.
moment of truth here. Roby can claw this back. That was an early knockout.
It's really going to come down to how the
Turn
points
the
roll
brightness
out.
up.
Did Antarell go out early enough? Can Roby actually win this? It'll be neck and neck between the two of those, but to have its absolute best chance at the points working in his favor, Roby wants to win this round.
Yeah,
The chat is still talking about Death Eagle. They can't stop talking about him.
As
Very
neither can
popular.
we. Neither can we, and he's going to shine still. I have a lot of faith in our remaining matches here. But for this one, this is a moment for Roby. If he can place top 2, I believe, he might have the points to move on. We'll find out.
We'll have to see the umpires tally it, but all he's thinking right now is that a win would be so important, and that's Death Eagle, the fan favorite, going down. And I think we're down to 4 contestants. Jay's still in this one, Lime's still in this one, but they're fighting each other, and the real man who's winning off of that is, of course, Roby, sitting in the corner, letting his opponents fight each other off, and buying time, buying placement in this round.
Yeah, good plays for Mad Max. He's been a little quieter in the earlier rounds, but he's done a good job this round eliminating some important players and actually sticking to it and staying alive.
I like that we see Roby use the fully zoomed out camera and get as much situational awareness as possible. He's not looking at it from his character's perspective. He's looking at this almost bird's eye view and staying in the race.
Yeah, it's interesting timing. That means he knows the distance to the map because you're not going to see the collision with your character here. You got to just watch the ball, your opponent, the timing, and know the second count each and every bounce of this.
If you play Blade Ball, you know, you're not even really looking at the ball a ton. You just kind of feel it. You feel the momentum, you get in a rhythm, and that's why the abilities are so strong, because they break that natural rhythm.
Yeah.
That's why I play with my eyes closed.
I was going to say, we should have the blindfolded Blade Ball competition and see how far anyone gets.
You probably could play off audio. It would be hard, but...
Also, shout out to Jay. He's sort of been moving his way up the ladder in each and every match.
Yeah, doing a great job here.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a top 3. Anonymous Lime also doing great today with Roby. Who was that? Who
I think that was Roby that just went down.
That
Roby's out of the round.
Wow.
Alright, come on, Jay. Come on, Jay.
I don't think so. Antarell is going
They
to have
gotta
to
go close to each other if they want to.
take a
Like,
sigh of relief out of
and
it,
this.
knowing
Oh.
that he's getting...
And a quick. Oh, Jay! Yes! Let's go, Jay! Let's go!
Sitting at 77 points going into this round, adding 15 more to the total from the win. We're going to have to tally everything up, of course, but I think that's likely to be a position that Antarell is feeling good about. He took 3 out of 5, got a runner-up position in the fourth, and I got about a middling placement in that final round.
Yeah, it is cumulative. So as you get the scoring, even if you don't clear this one hurdle, it is important going on to the final. But
Yeah,
man, wonderful stuff. We'll find out from the judges.
And that's why we're talking about, right, our top performer being the one who gets that instant qualification, but there's still the other players who have to go and now play slap battles after this and then doors after that. Getting into second, third place and being competitive in that way means that you're in a way better position once that top number is taken off the board to sneak in and qualify in that next round.
Right, and I feel like in a way, slap battles coming up next is very similar to Blade Ball, fast-paced individual competition, and here are the scores. So let's take a look.
All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. 1 point lead for Antarel over
All right.
Roby in that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we'll wait for that official tally, but
Okay.
Antarel did go
Okay.
in with more points than Roby as
Oh,
well,
good,
so
okay.
that should be enough. But we, of course, want to wait for that official confirmation from our referees. Antarel, though, what an impressive performance from him. 2 wins in SLS, a solid showing in DTI, and now 60 points tallied up here in Blade Ball. Looking like a fierce competitor there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that was epic, everyone. Let's all take a deep breath after Blade Ball and see what's going on with Peach and Sabrina and what they have to say.
Yes, thank you, Jay Party. I
Sorry,
needed
it's a
that.
little bit
I'm
night.
over here losing it watching these games. They were so good. Oh my gosh. Now, Sabrina, who surprised you the most?
Well, Antarel, because I did not expect those skills, and then they started going after Antarel, so
Right.
that was a good strategy on their part.
Of course, because you've got to get off the guy who's getting everybody else out.
3 wins in a row. That's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah. And
Remember, guys, this is for
especially with
$1
the
million right now.
intensity
So
that
make sure
I
y'all
really
are
enjoyed
still watching this. Subscribe,
Antarel Roby go
hit
at
the
it, because
like
I
button,
just knew that
follow me on every
Roby-
platform.
I don't know. Roby had the strat. It's just
Twitter,
like you just
the Instagrams,
couldn't
even the
quite realize.
TikToks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
back and forth
Roblox.
so fast, man. But Jay pulling it out the last round.
Yeah, that was unexpected. I didn't expect it. So it could be anyone's game at this point.
I don't know.
No idea what's
God,
going to
sorry,
be
guys.
happening in the next few games.
Yeah, I definitely didn't expect Antarel to get knocked out in that last round, especially the way that he played the first 4 rounds, and then for Mad Max to come and just take him out. I think I had to double take when that happened because I couldn't believe that Antarel got eliminated. I was like, wait a minute, did I say Antarel got eliminated? I didn't expect that. But then, for it to end in Antarel and Roby to only be 1 point apart.
Yeah, that's insane. Only 1 point apart. Right now, those two are the top for $1 million. Right? That's crazy.
Man, I mean, if I played like that, I feel like I'd have a pretty good shot. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm not a blade baller. It's a little too fast for me. I don't think my eyes.
Fun fact, they said something about playing Blade Ball blindfolded. I actually did do that.
How did that go for you?
I got on a voice chat in Roblox, and I asked a random player if they would help me.
You trusted a random?
Yes, I was blindfolded.
Girl.
I played the game. They told me when to hit, and I won. That was amazing, though. Thank you so much. Now back to you, Jay Party.
All right, riveting analysis from our fancy correspondence team. Y'all doing
I
great
can't believe
stuff.
she won
Appreciate it.
blindfolded. That's crazy.
I don't believe that.
I'm into the blindfolded blade ball competition. That's going to be for the next hunt. We'll see. All right, well, another game down, which means a new contestant is advancing to the round of 4.
And it's official. We are happy to announce the next contestant making their way into the top 4. It's the 3-time Blade Ball champion, Antarel.
All right, give it up for Antarel here. He is deserving of a good break after that performance. Wow, such a strong showing. So he's going to join our first contestant, and just like that, 2 folks have progressed. Exciting stuff. Dudadud and Antarel get to hang out and talk about how they're going to strategize for the top 4.
Yeah, let's take a look at the scores here as well, because we're getting all tallied up. We're getting towards the last
All
2
right.
games here in the qualification stage, Onion.
Yeah, that's gotta feel good.
Okay, my guys are in the top 5. All my guys are in the top 5. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Roby and Shafe here with each over 100 points.
Yeah, that is strong, but hey, players in the 90s still have a major chance here. As
Poe
we see,
Dragon-
the
Poe
points
Dragon
start
might be
adding
done.
up in these 5-round games that we're going to see.
Yeah, I want to give some credit to Jay there. He lost first in the first game of Blade Ball, went out early in the second as well, and then rallied back in those last 2 games, or the last 3, getting deep placements to tallying nearly 30 points on the board, and bring himself now into the top 4 of our standings.
All right. Well, things are heating up here. We've got our 8 contestants left. Now would be a great time to get up, stretch, grab a snack, and take a brief pause. But don't go go too far away. Don't change that channel. We're going to be resuming the stream here, but first, we're going to see some stories of some of the incredible creators that make Roblox possible. I think we've got some fun stories, some fun content for you folks at home, so maybe we'll check out some of these creator stories. And we'll be back with live competition soon for the $1 million prize that's coming.
It was funny being the art director on a high-end fashion game. And I wear Crocs on the daily.
Difference between this and all of our other projects is there's very little.
The color palette is actually just kept blank. I'm an art director for Sawhorse Productions. Sawhorse makes interactive brand experiences on Roblox.
That's their stream. That's their stream, not me. That's the. All right, we'll be back soon. All right. One thing I would say, guys, compared this to RB battles, RB battles, you kind of like know. All right, we know who's gonna win. We sort of know who's gonna win. But here, like, you don't know who's gonna win. Like, you don't know who's gonna win at all. So like, this makes it so intense. But yeah, guys, you hear what they say. You hear what Roblox say, guys. We'll be right back. So I'll see y'all soon. All right, we're back, guys. We're back. We're back. We're back.
Down to 1. Shafe is only 5 behind as well. So this final round very well may decide who he's going to move into the top 4 and claim that second to last spot.
Yeah, and we see Roby in the center of our camera right there. This is so important to him. He came
Let's go,
in as
baby.
a massive leader in slap battles and unfortunately has fallen quite a bit now, and his competition is right on his heels. With multiple players within 5 points, another within...
It's the Super Smash Bros. Starting countdown. I'm pretty sure that's the one from like 3DS and Wii U. I'm pretty sure.
That's his goal in this final round.
All right.
You'll see if the players
Slap battle.
ranking
We
some
have.
chance here for kind of some teaming up with folks as we get a
We're actually making a longer time here. We'll definitely end like about an hour and 10
Roby
minutes.
here, they don't want to go down early.
Managed to escape that.
Yeah, at the same
And
time,
like I said, y'all can watch the full thing if you want to. It's over 4 hours.
Just trying to win in every single one of these games.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Again, these collecting points. All right. No one falling early on this one yet. They're all taking it pretty seriously. Playing it safe. This is our final round of slap battles. No, as I say it, what happened? We missed it off camera. Roby goes down.
Oh, no.
Okay, so looks like all of them are using the basic gloves. So no abilities for this game. No abilities.
By 17 points, maybe
This is gonna be hard, man. It's the basic glove. You only like fling like 5 feet away. So like.
That is crushing for Roby. Mad Max must be really excited right now. This is his time to shine. If he can stay on this platform for just a little longer, he might be in the spot to move on, which is kind of a sneak attack here. We didn't see him on the leaderboard at the top coming into slap battles, but showed consistency is key.
Shafe against Icicle. He
Max
wants to stay alive.
down.
There goes Mad Max.
That is huge for our score, and I'm not sure. We're going to have to turn to the judges after this to see finals as Jay falls in 6th place.
The way I see it, this game is in Shafe's hands. He was great in SLS, winning every match there. Now needs to secure this win, get as many points as possible to
That
lock
is
in
huge.
that 3rd spot in the top 4.
Yeah, this is his redemption arc for what was a rough SLS. Triple win and not enough to progress here.
He's in the final 3. That already might be good enough. It's going to come down to the wire, though. Icicle near the edge. Shafe in a commanding position, pushing
Look at
them
it.
both back,
Yeah,
spamming
look
out
at
the
the
slaps
2v1.
and into a 1v1
Oh no!
round.
Shape! No! Wait.
The final round of
No.
That was huge. All right, well, huge implications in our last round there. This is going to mix things up, and I'm not even sure I know. We're going to have to wait to see that scorecard after our judges add that up, and we'll reveal the excitement in this round.
It's such a big question. Did Shafe win enough points to take it over the players up top? Roby, Mad Max, they both went out early. This is going to truly come down to the wire for a 3rd spot.
All right, folks, the dust is still settling. The scores are being added. It is some exciting stuff ahead here. Hopefully we'll find out soon who's moving on.
If I had $1 million, I'd put it on Shafe.
Yeah?
I think he really secured his spot, being second in that last round. That was very clutch.
All right, folks. Well, let's tune in to Geach and Sabrina and see what they have to say before we get our final results. Oh, here was someone else.
Man, my hands hurt from just watching all of that slapping. Sabrina, if you were a glove, what kind of glove would you be?
Oh my goodness. I would probably be a glove that's similar to Rapture because I really like that ability, but it would probably spray out Bright Juice.
Bright Juice. Okay, well, we're going to check back in with the casters really quick and see what they got going on over there.
None of that. Hello, world! No surprises here.
Yeah, I mean, well, we were just talking about it. They're still figuring out the points for this final round, and I think we have them tallied up now to see where everyone is standing at the end of slap battles. This is just the points for slap battle stuff, so not necessarily determinative of who's actually going to be making it through, because it is cumulative, but a very close competition. Mad Max and Shape came in with a lot of points themselves. You're looking at them as the front runners to make that third spot.
Ooh, Jay.
All right,
Come on, Jay.
Final round, as we see there, some of the top players early fell. Roby getting 1 point and 2 points the round before. That is crushing coming in last in slap battles.
Yeah, and for him, I mean, definitely a tough time there. Some moments of greatness, and, well, our umpires, they're still tallying everything up. So let's go ahead and check back in with Digichi Gamer and Sabrina in our green room.
All right, you guys. Yes, I'm so sorry. We just had to make sure we knew who was on top before we got back into it over here.
Oh, it's a little bright, guys. It's a little bright. Hold on, it's a little bright. Let's put in dark mode,
It
maybe.
was going to spray.
Oh, I watched a lot there. Dark mode's a little
Yeah,
better.
that's something I use for luck. Never mind. I can't explain it. But yeah, what do you guys think about the standings?
I'm pretty happy that I saw Icy up there. He was really doing bad on the last game, so I'm actually glad that he kind of came back from this one.
Okay. With that being said, with Icy, kind of pulling back up, are you not worried about having to go up against them?
No, not for the next games. I'm pretty confident for these next two, especially in the top 4 ones. So I think I have a pretty good shot of getting to the grand finals here.
All right. Well, time will tell who advances us next. But joining us now, we have 2 people that you may have already seen, or maybe not, who have already punched their ticket to the next round. We have Daddy Dad and Terrell. Welcome, you guys, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. Daddy Dad, you've advanced after playing Dress to Impress and Super League Soccer. How did you prepare for such a wide variety of games?
Yeah, I played Dress to Impress for like hours and hours and hours with friends because I think my sense of fashion at first was really bad. I was not confident for Dress to Impress at all, but I was really surprised when I got first on that one round. And then Super Soccer League, I mean, I don't know. I thought I did pretty well there, so just a little bit of practice on that one.
You definitely went crazy on the third
That
round.
was my favorite on Dress to Impress.
Thank you so much. The first one was really good. My second one was pretty bad, I think, but that's okay.
You thought it was bad?
I thought it was bad because I saw everyone else is doing the ice fair way better than mine, and my colors didn't match, I think. So.
Okay. Well, we are definitely our own harshest critics, for sure.
Yeah. I beat myself up a little bit because I thought I could get first, like, way better there, but it's okay.
Well, that's how you do it. Just play with your friends and let them be your critics and let them judge you and troll you. And then eventually you end up in a competition where you can compete for $1 million maybe and pull it out,
Shout out to Makio for that friend that helped me out.
And Terrell, what was your strategy? How did you approach Blade Ball? Like, what was your strategy for that?
Just survive.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, I'm just good.
Well,
It
clearly
worked.
All right, so we're going to take it back to Jay Party. Thanks, guys, for kicking it with us, and we look forward to seeing you in the next couple of rounds.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. It's good to hear from some of our contestants that have already made it in. But we have another player joining them, and I'm happy to announce our umpires have tallied the score. And the third finalist making it through after the conclusion of slap battles, it's Shave.
Shave! Let's go, Shave!
You get a slightly shorter break, but a break nonetheless. Rocking the orange outfit, it is Shave. There he comes, the Slap King. Really came back. I think he deserved it. After the really, really impressive Super League Soccer wins across the board, swept it, he needed a big comeback. This was his redemption round. All right, let's check out the leaderboard and see where everyone stands coming out of that competition.
All right, so
And again, a tie now. Roby and Matt.
only one of my dudes are gonna make it. So
The Death Eagle going into a massive score.
they're in the top 5. So
this is a huge point
let's
score.
see.
So guess what? Anyone can still make it. Although Poke Dragon, the man from up north, has a lot of work ahead of him.
He absolutely does. Roby, though, had to be feeling a little bit rough after placing last in slap battles. Had just a couple points more and he would have been making it into that top 3. But he has another chance indoors and is still our leading contestant heading into that next game with a lot of really points on the line here, Jay Party.
All right, good stuff. Note to myself, don't try to shake Shafe's hand after this. He might just slap me. But that's not important because right now we're going to hear the rules of our next game. It is the final round of the progression system, and it is an exciting one. If you weren't already on the edge of your seats, you will be. Because coming up next, it's Doors.
Game 5, Doors. There is just one free-for-all match.
Alright, but I might skip to the Door 100 because Door 100 is the final one. So I might skip to that. So we'll see that.
Here's the scoring for each match.
All right. We are in with Doors. This is an exciting game. I know a game that a lot of the folks at home are very, very familiar with. But if you heard there, this is something a little different. This is actually a brand new mode released on April 1st. What a good timing for a new mode. That's a whole battle system indoors.
It's the ranked mode.
Survival competition between all of our remaining contestants to see who can stick it out, make it the furthest, and survive the longest.
Yeah, I was playing a fair bit of this leading up, and it is so different than normal Doors. Doors is a slow horror game about staying alive and pushing your way through, but now it's really upping the tempo when you're playing in ranked. You run a lot faster, you can slide, there are power-ups, and your main goal is to grief the other players, not work together. The monsters are a problem, but your other contestants are tough as well.
Well, folks, looks like we might.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, we're here indoors, and it looks like someone got out. It was Anomalous Lime. He fell, so yeah, so it's ranked mode. It's ranked mode.
How do you avoid that monster?
Must hide in the closet, or if I know
So Anomalous Lime is out. GG to him.
That's an important one. Allows you to keep your place in the lead if you bring the box with you. But again, health dropping low. It looks like Poke Dragon is running real low on health. He's going to need a health pickup, or he's in a rough spot where another player could knock you out.
Remember, coming into this Roby 100, Mad Max, they were tied 141 points apiece. So,
yeah,
just one place difference for the two of those will make or break your chance at $1 million.
Yeah, but it also means all of our top 4 players, including the Death Eagle, are within 20 points of each other. Meaning, you take that first place spot, you could knock all of the other competition out of here and secure the last spot.
When you look at someone like Icicle, like Poke Dragon as well, towards the lower part of our standings, they're preying on the downfall. Not only do they have to win, but they have to prey on the downfall of our top players. So for them, Anonymous Lime losing out this early actually gives them a greater chance as we go deeper into Doors.
Yeah, it's huge. It knocks the tournament wide open here and allows some of these players to have a real shot at getting at the last spot in the top 4.
You have a lot more agency than in the other game modes of how to take other people down. So if I was someone like Poke Dragon, like Icicle, I would be trying my hardest to grief Roby, grief Mad Max, try and get them out, because those are your biggest threats right now.
Don't give them any ideas.
We'll see. They all seem pretty focused, and again, it is a dark, fast-paced world here. I know it can be challenging for the players to get a sense of where the competition is at while not falling too far behind, which is a quick way for a swift exit. If you fall too far behind, the game has some mechanics to ensure you're ahead of them. As we hear another monster close in here, just taking a second to enjoy the sounds of what is an incredible top horror game in the world.
And you talked about this music. It's so impressive that a dev was able to just put that together as Poke Dragon gets a little jump scared, but still alive on a sliver of health.
Yeah, his dreams of this competition are still going on that last sliver. We'll see if he can find any relief, or if he's going to get knocked out by even another player with that low of health.
Still 6 players left.
Oh.
As I say that, someone falls. Who did we just lose? That was Icicle.
Okay,
coming
okay.
into this with 107 points,
Oh.
only receiving 10 from his finish. That should be the end of Icicle as well. But good news for the lower players. Mad Max is
No, Mad Max. Okay. Oh no.
Again, one of our leading players. This means Roby and the Death Eagle are still very much so in this.
Okay, Dragon's dream stays alive as well.
Okay, we've got a lot of points still ahead here as we're getting deeper and deeper into the Doors puzzle. Do you guys know what door we're on here? I'm having a hard time just even keeping track of how quick they're moving.
Our contestants are moving so fast, it's almost impossible to tell. Eyes spotted Screech as well there for Jay. He avoids it and stays alive.
Yeah, good camera work. And it's important to note for the observers, those quick spins, those quick turns, they matter so very much in this game. Those are all tactical. You are looking for monsters. You are getting the response. Did someone fall here? No. Death Eagle gets caught. We hear some emotion coming out behind us, but he is not out of this. Thankfully, you have the HP bar to deal with that.
I think I saw door 68 there. 69, 70, they're still going.
Ooh, they narrowly
And
avoiding
Rush.
eyes there, and Rush as well. But someone falls to Rush. Who was that we just lost? That was Poke.
Okay.
Oh.
And coming in with only
Man.
75 points, receiving 30 for that finish. It's not going to be them moving on either.
All right, well, folks, this actually is an exciting trio because this order does matter as you are fighting for your life here. Roby and the Death Eagle in a good spot, but guess what? I believe 3J still has a chance here if he can be the top finisher and knock Roby down.
Every one of these positions gets you 20 points ahead of your next opponent. That is within 20 of Roby. 3J is just about 20.
There's nobody there.
As well. So he basically needs to win and have Roby be the next out if he wants to make it here.
Time is ticking. After these final 5 seconds, HP bars will not matter. We'll jump on one, which someone has an offensive item.
That's a very
Sudden
big
death
pickup.
has begun.
Stop sign could put an end to it. Jay has his chance. Death Eagle.
Boom.
No,
The
Jay!
winner of this will actually be a survival. Wait, who just went down here? Was
It's
this Jay?
Roby against
Oh,
3J.
Jay. All right.
1v1. The first one to land
Wait.
any damage.
Oh, 3, okay, 3, okay.
will
Jay's still alive.
be
Jay's still alive. Jay's still alive.
Roby, though, came in as the points leader, has his chance to shore things up, and finds a hiding position.
Wow.
He wins it.
Oh, and
Wow.
just like that.
He lands
No,
it.
Jay!
He'll come
No!
out with 800 more. Roby, an incredible performance by him. We'll have to tally it up, but that
Yeah.
should put him in a position to make it.
His usual stoicism broken for a brief smile. We hope we enjoyed that. That is a huge victory. The winner of Doors and a massive return to form for Roby. A definite fan favorite from early on in this competition.
And, it's amazing. He was a step away. He was the worst performing player in slap battles after coming in with the most points. He comes in with the most points again, finds his redemption indoors.
Didn't have to call him out like that, but yes, congratulations to him. And also, amazing commentary on you guys' end there, because I was just trying to keep up the whole time, and I could not.
It is
I
an
had no
overwhelming
idea
game.
what was going on. Like I said, I've always been carried indoors my entire career, so seeing players play individually is very impressive.
Well, that's a wrap for Doors, and more importantly, a wrap on our qualifying round. And, the umpires verify the ratings and update the leaderboard. Let's get some reactions from Geach and Sabrina.
My initial reaction, wow. Just wow. That was some next level gameplay. How long do you think you would have survived, Sabrina?
I would have ran into the wall and died immediately. That was way different than normal Doors that I've played. It was so fast.
Yeah, my eyes could barely keep up. It's already moving fast, but they were zooming between the screens too.
How did they know what to do?
I couldn't tell you. There was so much going on, and that level was really different.
Yeah. And they were able to sabotage each other?
Yeah,
Was I seeing that?
that's a pretty cool addition to Doors. As complicated as it already is, and then now you're playing against people, not just alongside each other. Because I guess typically when you play Doors, you're working as a unit, working together to get as far as you possibly can together. And now we're adding in the element of competition, which takes it to a new level.
So in that case, I would not survive very long.
Yeah, no,
Answer your question.
I hear you. I'm not making it out of the lobby. Well, I guess the elevator. I'm not making it out of the elevator.
Is that as far as you've made it?
Actually, I think I've made it to the library before, where you kind of have to be stealthy.
That's pretty far.
I'd say yes. Maybe I've had to use a Robux or two, to buy a revive because
I have had my fair share of pay to win.
Yeah, I mean, well, I can't even say pay to win because
Yeah, you can't really pay to win.
I didn't win.
Still.
I didn't win. I
Oh.
just came back a couple of times
Okay.
to try and get a little further. Once those chase scenes start with that big long monster like down the hallways and stuff in the library, that's just kind of like it for me. You gotta.
The soundtrack too, and all of the monsters, like all the sound design is so phenomenal. I am curious, did you experience April Fool's indoors last year?
No, because how things work for me is once I get to a point where I just realize that it's not really for me because I love
You
Doors.
said your favorite genre was horror.
Yeah, but see, it's the stealth factor. Because I love horror. It's fun, right? But then with Doors, it's a little different. You have so many other factors. It's puzzle, which I also like that too. But it's the sneaking through. I'm telling you, because that's the furthest I ever get is that doggone library with that monster kind of tiptoeing around. And somehow I'm not good at that. I can't really get through. So yeah, the furthest I've probably gotten is that. But no, I didn't get to do the April Fool's one. It's been a minute since I played Doors.
Yeah, the April Fool's one was totally done by mouth. All the sound design. It was the developers. They mouthed everything. Like
Really?
the music and everything. It was very funny.
Do you remember how it went? Can you sing it?
Dude.
Are we gonna get copyright?
No, I don't think
okay.
I'm gonna do it.
No, are we? No? Okay, well, let's.
Okay. Should we take a look at the chat?
What's
See
it?
what
You know,
the
the
chat is saying.
The chat was really excited for doors. That's all they were asking for all day. Slap battles and doors. So I feel like they finally got what they wanted.
They are screaming, "We believe in you, Eagle."
Oh,
okay, Eagle.
And the chat's been rooting hard for Eagle from the beginning too. Eagle, you got a solid fan base.
Dang. Okay. Roby though, Roby is doing a really good job.
Let's talk about Roby being the sleeper here for real, because you know I feel like Roby's been kind of killing it all the way through, but it's always just been like he's always been falling just a little bit short. But it's like he's been really pulling it out. You know, last minute Roby is clutch. Roby is the definition of clutch. That's what we really got going on here.
So you said that your favorite genre is horror, but you haven't beat Doors. And I'm just curious, what makes a Roblox game instantly fun for you?
For me, definitely shareability. I just made that up. Because like I love to play games with my friends or my community, you know, shout out Geechee Gang. I love to be able to play games and introduce people to the things I love, including
That's what Roblox
video games.
is about.
It's perfect for that. So I really love that. Funny enough, I want to say Slap Battles was probably like the first game where I really said, I have to tell everybody about this. This is hilarious. It's a lot. It's very fast paced a little bit, but it was so funny to watch.
I'm really bad at Slap Battles, but I did beat the developer, and he did say he could give me an admin glove, so maybe I'll follow up on that.
What does an admin glove even consist of? What can you
I don't
do
know.
with that?
I have no idea, but that would be pretty cool.
You know what I would do if I could create a glove? I'd make a zombie glove, right? Hear me out. So,
okay,
you take your zombie glove and you start smacking people, and every time you smack somebody, you're now in control of them. Now they go do your dirty work for you, and they just go wipe off the rest of the map for you. So now you can do like Roby, kick it in the tree somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And just sit back and kind of just watch your work. You know, I think I'd go with that.
Okay. I'm gonna look more at the chat over here now that we're probably caught up.
And so, with that being said, I talked about how I really enjoy being able to share, my moments in my games with my friends and stuff like that. And this was a really cool opportunity for that as well, because, this is the first event of its kind. What are some events involving Roblox that you've been able to participate? Because you said you did the hunt itself. So what are some other events that you've done?
My favorite event was definitely RPO Egg Hunt 2018. It like changed my life kind of. It made me really look at Roblox differently. It was all about community, all about working together, and so we made an event that was really heavily inspired by it, called RV Battles.
I was gonna say the chat has been talking about that too. Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we make a championship series sometimes. We've done 3. And we love to do something similar to this. And so this is exactly what I think the community was asking for with the hunt, with all the secrets and the hunting and everything. Roblox super delivered on that. And I think it's been really, really well done. I participated in the whole thing. And I love it. Okay, it looks like we are ready. I'm dying to know who's moving on. Any updates, J Party?
Please, tell us.
All right. The results are in, Sabrina. And a quick reminder that scores are cumulative for this round. So the contestants with the most points from all 5 games will be advancing. And even though only one of you will be moving on, you all get a good shout out and be proud of yourselves. With 180 million visits to this hub, you had a lot of competition and proved these were the top 10 best in the world. You did incredible work, you solved incredible things, and cemented each and every one of you in Roblox history as legends in the Hunt Mega Final. But without further ado, while we celebrate our last progress into the top 4, we want to say goodbye to our heartfelt competitors who had a good run today. So, let's find out who's going home right now. Heading out first, unfortunately, we're going to say goodbye today to our friend from up north, Poke Dragon 100,000. You did great.
Salute him, guys. Salute him.
Final walk away from the stage. Thank you, Poke Dragon 100,000. All right. Going on next, we're going to have a heartfelt goodbye to Icicle. Come on out. You did fantastic.
Salute.
think you had some wonderful wins, some wonderful moments. Unfortunately, we're saying goodbye today. And out next from our competition is, unfortunately, Anonymous Lime. We have to say goodbye today. You did fantastic work. Can't say enough. Again, beating millions and millions out for their spot today in the top 10 Anonymous Lime. Thanks again. All right, heading out next of our competition is the one and only Mad Max.
Mad Max, no! Mad Max, that's one. Oh, it's one. Mad Max.
That was exciting stuff.
I salute you. I salute you.
Now, the next unfortunate contestant to head out of this competition is the Death Eagle. Say goodbye. You got a lot more fans today from the chats at home.
The Death Eagle, no! That's two! That's two!
And that was incredible to see. All right, folks, they have been eliminated, but guess what? We have 2 folks remaining. We're gonna
Alright,
announce our
I'll sing a
winner.
song. I'll sing 2 songs, I'll sing one in a little bit.
Stage here. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. This is good. This is good. All right. All right, folks,
Well,
come on
it'll
down.
be quick.
We'll have you here, over here. Excellent. All right. How we feeling? Time to relax? Still amped? All right, folks. Well, this was a wild journey. And after 5 games, you 2 hold the highest scores, which means one of you will be moving on into the next round, and the other is unfortunately going home for now. All right. Without further ado, the contestant with the highest score today is Roby 100. You are moving on. Thank you, sir. A big round of applause. Handshake today. Really appreciate it, 3J. Hey, you did great stuff.
Oh, wait, 3J! 3J! That's 3! That's 3! No, Jay! No, that's 3! That means I have a 10% chance of winning, basically.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. I mean, like that last round, like it all came down to that final game. Like, so everyone was so close. Like I was like, that was the most stressful game of doors I've ever played in my entire life. Like, bro, I was shaking the whole time. I was just so locked in. That was the only thoughts going through my mind were doors, hide here, hide here. Oh, there's a thing coming. Hide in here. I was like, bro, it's actually. But yeah, it was. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for it.
Well, that was incredible. You already hear the most stressful game, the most stressful mode, and the most stressful performance. But guess what? You made it. Take a deep breath. You've got a whole new world of competition ahead of you, and 3 other challengers await you in the bag. But for now, incredible stuff. You showed amazing perseverance today. And again, that's a big time. How'd you prepare for today?
I played a lot of games. I honestly, I practiced doors the most, so that really came in clutch here at the end. I was like, after the mode came out, April 1st, I just played for hours until I had to leave to California, and that worked out in the end, so I'm glad it did.
Do you typically win when you play online with all
I want to battle him.
general Roblox population?
I want to battle him.
I hold my place. I do fairly well. Yeah, I was really close to edging out those few other rounds, and then right at the end. Yeah.
All right, incredible stuff, Roby 100. Thanks you again. You're going to join your fellow competitors in the top 4, and we'll let you go and do that because we're going to get ready for the next round. It is exciting. It is a competition that is just heating up. But wait a minute, I just got word that we've got a surprise guest. I think they're going to share their thoughts. Maybe we can jump over to our correspondence team and see who we've just got.
Thanks, Jay Party. Joining us to give his analysis is content creator doors expert Creek Craft.
Creek Crab, what are you doing here?
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We are excellent. We are on the edge of our seats through this competition.
I know this.
The guy who's been RB battles, the guy who won Best Content Creator twice, which is the first content creator to do so.
Me too.
He won in 2020 and won for 2023 and 2024.
How are you feeling about what just happened?
I don't think I've ever seen a game of doors
Yes, you hear me right.
like that.
You hear me right.
So fast, I couldn't even tell at some points what was going on because they
2020,
were just going so fast.
2023,
so fast.
and 2024.
Those were exactly my words.
Yeah, it was quick. Have you ever considered like what it might be like to play a game of doors with all these added features to it? Because now you've got attacks, you've got bombs, you've got weapons, you've got extra attack. Now you're playing against people.
Yeah, it was cool. I didn't know what was happening in that round.
How do you approach something like that?
You know, before I saw them play, I was like, you know what? I think I'd be pretty good at this. And now it's like, no, I'll let them play. I'll just sit over here and watch from the sidelines.
No way, Jose.
So are you saying you would not?
Yeah, that looked way
play
too
against
hard.
any of these guys?
Yeah, definitely not for money. We'll say that. Like for funsies, maybe, but money on the line, ain't no way. None of them. No.
You think you can handle that pressure?
No. I'm feeling the pressure here, and I'm not even in it.
So, who do you think is going to win?
Oh, that's tough. I don't know. I feel like the fan favorite right now is Roby. But I don't know. They're so good. I guess we'll see what happens next.
For sure. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to know, how did you feel? Because, you've been watching. How do you feel about these guys' performance? So we have Duddy Dud, Anterell, Shafe, and now Roby. How do you feel about their performance up to this point?
Watching Blade Ball was crazy. I don't think I've ever seen someone so good at that game in my life. Like, it just constantly winning every round.
Yeah, Blade Ball was crazy.
Impressive. Super impressive. I never want to go up against him in my life.
Whose dress to impress outfit was your favorite?
It's funny because I'm kind of bad at the game a little bit. So I was just watching it, and I could tell that it probably wasn't their number one game on Roblox. So, like, I'm like, okay, I see what's happening here. I gotta go with, I don't even know. I think the second round, I think Iron Mouse said this, I think the second round they did a lot better than the first round. They were a little bit more, acclimated with the game, a little bit more prepared, knew where everything was at. So, I don't know any specifics. The one with the double wings, who was that?
Yes. That was
Death Eagle.
Eagle, yes.
Death Eagle, Deagle, yeah, him. That one was probably my favorite. Deagle's his
That was
new
my
name.
favorite as well.
I think everybody really did like that one. That was a huge hit with everybody watching.
Who do you think would do better in a racing game?
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like the more twitchy movements of Blade Ball and Doors would probably be a little bit helpful. So I'm gonna go with Anterell on that one.
Interesting. Yeah, I would say Anterell or Roby myself.
I was going to say the exact same thing because the way that Anterell's reflexes worked for Blade Ball really worked in his favor, but then the maneuvering that Roby, applied to get through doors, even when it seemed like, we didn't know how that was going to go, that's definitely going to work in their favor for the racing one.
Yeah, they all survived really long too on that. I was playing a little bit of the Doors game mode since it came out, and typically they go kind of fast, but they were hanging in there. Everybody did a really, really good job. Came down to it.
So, what was your favorite part so far of this entire competition?
Ooh, it was okay. Probably the back and forth in soccer, Super League Soccer was crazy.
Yeah.
That was very
Super
exciting
League
to watch.
Soccer was crazy.
And then of course slap battles because it's such a funny game. Just people just slapping and farting all over the map. But there's $1 million on the line,
Right.
So
I was going
if
to
I
ask.
had to pick, I'd say slap battles.
Slap battles. All right. So how would you approach that if you were, in that slap battles? Because now you have to factor in the level kind of being destroyed as you go. Do you think you could have handled that?
Look, I don't really play slap battles that much anymore because every time I do, I get destroyed by a bunch of 8-year-olds on their iPads, and it makes me so sad. So I probably wouldn't even make it to that far in the competition, to be honest with you.
Okay, I have a question for you, Greek. Who's more likely to open a cursed door, me or Geach?
Ooh. That's a good question. Deej, you said you haven't played Doors that much, right?
No, I've definitely played it. It's played me more than I played it, for sure. But yeah, I've got a little experience with it,
I'm gonna go with Sabrina. I feel like you're a little bit more unlucky in games like this.
What? Listen, I beat Pressure, okay? I beat the Mega Token. Come on.
That one was that you said that was your hardest one, right?
Yes, it was. It was my hardest one. But I also have gotten further than her indoors.
Allegedly.
But I'll take it. I'm the one that'll probably open the cursed door. You were probably correct.
I will say, though, although I haven't played a lot, I haven't gotten very far indoors, it only took one cursed door for me to never do it again. And that was way in the beginning. So I'm just saying,
What even is a cursed door?
Oh, so now you don't know. She doesn't know what a cursed door is, you guys. No, so for those of you who don't know, you know, in doors, you have to find the correct door. The cursed door is when you have to step into the incorrect door. So if you're on the wrong floor, you think you're going to 16, but really you've already done 16. You go into the 16th door, you're insta kill. That's it for you. Game over. So yeah, like I said, it only took me one time. Never had to
You
do it
get
again.
jump scared.
Oh, I'm so.
Not a fun time.
Oh, listen, I'm so easily jump scared. That's the problem, Steve. My nerves, my anxiety is so bad, but I love horror so much, so I can't help myself. I don't know what it is, but yeah, those jump
What about
scares.
you? What about Creek? How many times have you screamed at doors?
Oh man, I remember when the cursed doors, I think they're called the mimic doors. They first came out, and I didn't know what it was yet. And the first time, it like really got me. I like to think I'm a little bit better at it now, but see, the problem is remembering what door you're on.
Yep.
And I have the memory of a goldfish. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older or not, but like I get really bad at that, and so it's not a fun time for me.
Dang. Well, I'll make sure we have you playing more scary games.
See, now I want to see what it's like for you to play this new level, this new version of door. I want to see you do the competitive mode now, because even though you were like, oh yeah, you know, that in the beginning, you know, it kind of got me a little bit, I just feel like you're too comfortable. So now I feel like you got to really push yourself and get into like the new modes and see how you can hang with the folks throwing grenades at you while you're sliding under a wall and also trying to ward off a screech.
We'll see. I'll reach out to one of these guys at the end, and maybe we can arrange something and see just how I do. I'll probably die in the first 5 seconds, but we'll see.
Do you have a favorite entity / monster?
Oh, see, okay. From looks, I gotta go. This is about to be the most long-winded answer.
Take your time.
Yes, do it, please. Let's hear it.
So I like Figure because I think he's probably like the most iconic in terms of like
Definitely,
villains
Figure is like
for
so
Doors.
iconic in the Doors series.
My favorite entity though is probably got to be the new Sally window entity that I think was like a few updates ago. They added Sally in. My least favorite though, got to go with Ambush. Hearing Ambush come, it's like my heart drops. What about you guys?
I don't know. I hate Screech because he's just annoying. But a favorite, I was